Get your money out of gold. This is insanity. Panic over this massive shift for the gold market is causing those at the highest levels to go into crisis mode. I'm going to break this down to show you if you're holding gold with the intent to cash out before the dip, then this is your shot. This is from Bloomberg. And the headline says gold slumps as China's central bank halts 18-month buying spree. This is a wall that gold has just hit. It is painful, and this is where we're at. The article says China's central bank didn't buy any gold last month, ending a massive buying spree that ran for 18 months and helped push the precious metal to a record high in May. We really need to take into account what a strong impact China has to our gold price, because the spot price of gold had, 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, that's when we got our big jump in our spot price for gold. Now, China cutting us off like this, and they're putting this wall up and stopping from buying gold. This is going to absolutely impact our price, and we already saw in the past few days we've seen gold start to move. Let's keep going. This says spot prices for gold fell 1.5% after the People's Bank of China said its bullion holdings were unchanged at the end of May. The bank had been stocking up its reserves since November 2022, leading a flurry of purchases by the world's central banks amid rising geopolitical tensions. Now, there's a lot going on with China, and really it should not be a surprise that they are pulling back. I mean, look what's going on with real estate over there. It's just spiraling. Look at how desperate China has become for silver. They're trying their hardest to be at the top of the solar game, the EV game, and they're in the middle of a silver rush. So to see them make a move like this for gold, really, we should not be surprised. But this is the type of thing that we need to be ahead of the game, and we need to see this coming. Let's keep going. This article says gold soared to an all-time high above $2,450 an ounce in May. Whew! Just saying those numbers is exciting. $2,450 an ounce in May, supported by strong central bank buying. The Bank of China's demand for bullion has come as the world's second largest economy seeks to diversify its reserves and guard against currency depreciation. The article continues by saying the risk for gold bulls is that China's voracious appetite for bullion has left the precious metal vulnerable to any potential shift in demand. So the numbers from China, now this is twofold, because many people believe that the numbers China sends out to the rest of the world as to how much gold they're actually accumulating, many people believe that those numbers are fictitious, that China is just telling us a fraction of how much they truly are buying and holding. But to say that they've completely stopped, that is really shocking. We've not encountered this, and certainly not in 18 months. This article says the initial price reaction looks a bit technical. It would be surprising if the announcement represents anything other than a pause in the general trend of ongoing official sector demand. So hopefully this month, when we see numbers about this month, we get a different story. But gold is also being hit in another way, and that's Saudi Arabia. It's been 50 months that Saudi Arabia has been tied to the petrodollar, and this is the first time that they are cutting us off and ending that. This article is from bizcommunity.com, and it says Saudi Arabia's petrodollar exit, a global finance paradigm shift. And this is absolutely going to hit our price of gold. Let's start. This article says the financial world is bracing for a significant upheaval following Saudi Arabia's decision not to renew its 50-year petrodollar deal with the United States. It expired last Sunday. This article says the lapsed security agreement signed by the United States and Saudi Arabia in 1974, it established two joint commissions, one on economic cooperation and the other on Saudi Arabia's military needs, and was said to have heralded an era of increasingly close cooperation between the two countries. But what it really did was set the dollar as king. Anybody who wanted to buy oil, which is every country, that wanted to buy oil for the past 50 years from Saudi Arabia, needed to pay for that in dollars. And that, to say that it strengthened the dollar is really an understatement. So this has been really building up. The BRICS nations have been eyeing this for the past years. And to see this happen now, this is absolutely going to have a direct impact on our price of gold. And some may say it could even out. Some may say, fine, if you're really a gold bull, this is the way you might be seeing this. Sure, I'm not going to sell my gold now. I'm going to be bullish on gold. I'm going to hold. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe. It really helps to get this information out there. You could say to yourself, fine, I'm still bullish on gold. I'm going to hold my gold because even though China is impacting my price of gold by not buying anymore, not accumulating anymore, even though that's happening, and that clearly is going to have an impact on spot price, it may even out because, and this is being optimistic, it may even out because the dollar is being hit with this new shift. The dollar is no longer on its pedestal as the petrodollar system is starting to crumble. And whenever the dollar is weak, gold, this gold here that I'm showing you in front of your screen, this gold shows strength. And if you're really bullish on gold, if you're not going to pull the trigger and you want to hold on and not sell out now, fine. Then this data may help you sleep at night, because it is possible that Saudi Arabia pulling out of the petrodollar system, it is possible that shakes the dollar so much that we see another bump in gold price. So if China is not enough of a threat to make you cash out gold at this moment, sure, then this could help you sleep at night. Just knowing that dollar as king in Saudi Arabia, that's history. We are now in a new world where the petrodollar system in Saudi Arabia has been toppled down. And sure, that can absolutely, whenever there's a disruption, even not just gold, but silver, anyone who is involved in precious metals, we all know any disruption, and this is a massive disruption, any disruption that happens, geopolitical, social, anything, people start to feel uncertain and they take their money and they put it into the safe haven of these precious metals.